With the market currently ripping and heading towards all-time highs, there is no better time to be investing within the market. And I have three brand new stocks for you guys that I could guarantee you guys most likely have not heard of. And these three stocks are going to see 100% plus gains over the next full year. Now, I do want to go ahead and break down all three of the stocks in today's video via technical analysis. I'm going to give you guys price targets and these setups with good thesis behind these setups for where I think they will be headed, why I think they're headed to these targets, and what it's going to look like once we reach these targets, how to take profits, so on and so forth. So let's go ahead and jump right in. Taking a look at our first stock, we're going to be taking a look at Lemonade. Now, this company is an insurance company with a small market cap of just around $3.18 billion. And with a setup like this in this beautiful bullish wedging flag formation, I think that this is a very, very good setup. And I do think that we can press from our current prices of around $43.46 back up to recent highs of around $53.85. And from there all the way up to our next target of around $69.53 for about a 63% total gain. Now, I do want to mention that there is a small pullback that is looking like it is getting ready to happen. I do believe after running around 50% over the last 2 weeks, a nice little pullback of around 10 to 15% is probably due, but that gives us even better of a chance to get a lower average. So I think the play for this is going to be DCAing into it, buy a good bit of shares here, and then start to DCA on the way down or even on the way up, as this thing is going to gain another 63% between now and I believe the end of August at the latest. I do think that something like this can happen within the next month or so, but I do think that by the end of this year, we will see a $111 price target, up around 161% from where we are at today's prices. And I do believe that by this time next year, maybe around late 2026, we could even see a reclaim of all-time highs, which would be sitting at around $171 to around $188 for about a 296 to around 325% total gain. Obviously, guys, that is a crazy, crazy number. But with the way that this company is operating and generating nice free cash flow and looking to turn profitable over the next few years, I think that this is a very good opportunity for us as investors to buy into a small company that has good risk to reward ratio, especially when looking at the chart right here. And then if they are to, operate well on their financial side, we could see a very, very nice boom follow this with a good bit of valuation to trail. So this is going to be Lemonade here. You guys can see that we have around a 63% gain up to our first target at $69, 162% gain up to around $111, which I expect by the end of this year, possibly by middle or early 2026. And then by the end of 2026, I do expect around a 300% gain all the way up to around $175, give or take maybe 10 to 15. So that was Lemonade, guys. Let's go ahead and jump into our second stock here. Really quickly, guys, I just want to let you guys know that in our description down below, we have our free Discord link down there where we have around 4.75 star reviews. We also have around a 58% average monthly ROI for our new members. We also do own around an 85% win rate within our community and have well over $1 million in team profits. So make sure you guys do jump down there. It is 100% free. Let's get back to the video. Diving into our second stock in today's video, we are going to have Serve, ticker symbol SERV. And as you guys can see, Serve is in this beautiful cup and handle formation, and with a current market cap sitting at around $718 million. I think that with this low valuation, this company can get very, very jumpy, and we could see price targets up around 100% just in the next 2 to 3 months. I do think that once we do move out of this cup and handle formation, that we will fill this gap and move up towards all-time highs at around $24.35. And I do think that if we are to break all-time highs, we will see $37.87. And I am very, very confident in that. That is going to be our move out of the cup and handle. If you guys are wondering, it is pretty simple. You guys can honestly just take the bottom of this cup all the way up to where the top of this cup aligns, and then put it at around where you guys can find where this handle will intersect. And you guys can see that takes us up to around $37.87, give or take a few dollars. It gives you guys a really good range to go ahead and find, so you guys have at least a simple idea of where your price target could be headed. Now, this is going to take us all the way up to around $37, which would be about a 200% gain. There's also another way where you guys can measure these moves. A lot of people will do it diagonal like this. Either way works. As you guys can see, it really does take you back up to around the same price target. So it is a nice way to just get a little bit of an understanding on where you guys could be looking for a potential reversal, price target, take profit area, anything along those lines. That is a good way to find some kind of target, whether that is up or down. Now, Looking at Surf here, as I said, we could see a 100% gain up to around $24 and then a 200% gain up to around $37.87. And like I said, with a small market cap just at around $720 million, this is a name that could easily run 50, 60, 70% in a week, maybe even 100% on just a little bit of news. We can see companies like this jump crazy valuations in just a few days, as it doesn't take much to move these market caps. But like I said, I did go ahead and jump into 100 shares of Surf today, and I do think that this is a really good setup, as I did jump in, and I do think that we will see that 100% and 200% gain by the end of this year. So that was Surf. Let's go ahead and jump into our third and final stock in today's video. Jumping into our third and final stock here, we're going to have OPFI, ticker symbol OPFI. And with a market cap currently sitting at around $1.23 billion, I believe that with a setup like this company is set to rally much higher. And I do believe that with this nice cup and handle and support and resistance flip, touching the 618 retracement, I do believe that a company of this valuation and with this setup is going to see a very nice move higher, especially with one of the better charts in the market. This cup and handle is just absolutely beautiful, and I believe that this will take us up to around 133% gain, up to our target of around $33 from where we currently sit at around $14.16. Now, I do also believe that we will go even higher than that. This will be about a third wave move up to $33, and our fifth wave move will take us up to around $44.92, which would be around a 214% gain for a position started today. Now, I did go ahead and start my OPFI position about a week ago. My average price is around $13.28. So I'm already up around 25% on this position, and it's looking very great so far. But I want to see how much farther it will go, because I do think that we will see around a $33 price target by the end of this summer, looking towards mid-fall. And I do think that by the end of this year, in Q1 of 2026, we will see a 214% gain up to prices of around $45. But guys, that was going to be it for me. Alright guys, and that's going to go ahead and wrap it up for me. That was Lemonade, Serve, and OPFI. All three of these companies are looking to turn profitable, and I believe in return this is the best time to grab these companies, as I do believe that as their financials continue to grow and the chart setups continue to look amazing, these companies are going to see a lot of growth in the future, and in return lead to well over 100% returns within your personal portfolio by the end of this year. Now, if you guys want to go ahead and run these trades with us and keep up to date on every single trade that we take, make sure you guys do click that first link in the description down below and join up on our free Discord today. Do not miss out on that offer, guys. It is 100% free to join. So I'll see you guys over there, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.